Hi, this is a reading for Pisces here on a Thursday night. I've just finished teaching my last class and I'm a little tired, but I just feel like doing a reading for you, Pisces, so that I could start the whole cycle all over again. So Pisces, water sign, deep, emotional, mutable, practically psychic. All of us water signs have a little bit of that. You and Cancer seem to be more psychic than we Scorpios, but I don't know. I always think of Pisces as extremely sensitive, and sensitive people get a bad rap, but as someone who's been called overly sensitive by earth sign girlfriends in the past, I support your sensitivity, Pisces. So I want to start with pulling you an oracle card from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. We've got a big Scorpio new moon, full moon, new moon. I feel like it's a Scorpio new moon on the 15th. Check my work. So something happening with that. Check that out. Also, we have Mars finally coming out of retrograde, going direct. We can all get our energy and our mojo back. We finally had Mercury come out of retrograde, so now we don't have to worry about flubbing up all of our communications and accidentally hurting each other's feelings or whatever, computers crashing. Okay, let me just get into this. Who wants to hear my malarkey? Okay. First card is an oracle card, and we will read you all right, Beaver Moon, creation. So we get a card about creation. Let's read what that means. Number 39. Beaver Moon, creation. You can create your own destiny. Be industrious. Every creature on earth creates. You should welcome the process of creation. Save money and time. Have a reserve. This moon is the moon of taking action. Our northern hemisphere ancestors at this time would be preparing for winter. They would be preserving food, preparing skins, gathering medicines, strengthening their homes if they were not nomadic, and preparing to move to better hunting grounds if they were. Anyone who didn't work hard at this time would likely suffer for it when winter came. The time to take action is now. So yes, we are looking at winter and getting ready to go hibernate here, perhaps. So let's see how that card helps us guide us in our reading of your tarot today, Pisces. Okay. My question for Pisces today is about creation, about preparation. What is this? Creative work. Here on the image we see a person looking at the stars, and we see some sort of architectural documents there. So there's also kind of a creepy face looking out of the sky. I don't know if you find that creepy. Ghosty. It's a ghosty face. So it makes me think about connection to other worlds, other worldliness. It makes me think of a high priestess as well, kind of like connecting to others energetically, which frankly in this time of Corona is about all of the connecting we can do most of the time. Zoom. I had my last day of teaching with my wonderful students today. All right, let's pull some cards. We'll pull 7 cards and then we'll clarify further after we get this basic story. The first card is the recent past, and you get the 6 of Pentacles. This steady, stubborn bull with a little bird. It's a water buffalo, pardon me. Still learning these cards. And this is a card that is about equal give and take. It's also about generosity. And it also always has a feature of inequality in it, of richer and poorer. Here it's size difference. And the relationship between the water buffalo and the bird that sits on her head. So that's your recent past. Very practical, 3D, pentacles, earthy, mutual, giving and taking. Your present is the Queen of Pentacles. And here, another bovine character with a little bunny rabbit. And she is the Earth Queen, the nurturing, loving, sort of work person. I see that this Queen of Pentacles has a key on the saddle that she seems to be wearing some kind of fabulous attire. It speaks to the pentacles, that kind of wealth, and that she has a key to something here. So that's interesting. And I see that bunny rabbit underneath her looking up to that key. So we see our little bunny looking at this key. So let's see, we'll find out more about that as we go. So in the recent past, this water buffalo and this bird and this reciprocal relationship, and now we have the cow, this Queen of Pentacles, very stable. She knows her worth, looking right out at you, and she has the key. So in your hidden influences, you have the King of Cups, this emotionally mature, in touch person. The King of Cups is, it's in the background. You may not be conscious of it. This card is speaking about a person or some kind of energy around you that is intelligent emotionally, but also not open. The King of Cups is known for being closed-mouthed, and my sense of that has to do with this is the kind of person who's in touch, but also has outside concern. So I'm already getting a feeling about you, Pisces, whoever's coming to this reading, that you're a very nurturing and generous person, and perhaps you were keeping your feelings to yourself. But this has to do not with wearing armor, but with just feeling comfortable and knowing yourself and having a lot to offer. That's pretty nice. Okay, so let's see. You are represented here by the Ace of Swords. This is a truth, and you would be an honest, intelligent, intellectual person who either brings the truth or is willing to face the truth. And this ace is usually, a new truth. So this represents you in this reading. We'll find out more. Secondly, or this is the fifth card, really, this is the people in your life. So this might explain why we're seeing you taking care of others. The people in your life are Nine of Swords. This is represented by another nurturing figure, a mother polar bear who's protecting her little one, and she's sort of having trouble sleeping, but she's worrying, anxious, insomnia. This is what Nine of Swords means. And she is, it makes sense that she's worried because she has her little cub who's sleeping in her arms. So yeah, she's looking up at you with your, in the reading. So in the reading, so we see her looking up at the card here that represents you. She seems a little bit worried about you. And you represent the truth. So that anxiety about receiving the truth can be a quality of someone or someone's people in your life. Here. Okay, here's your advice. Your advice, beautiful, is the Knight of Cups. The classy love offer represented by the swan who is fabled to mate for life. The swan here has a little Ace of Cups with a little red bird, which I see in this deck as representing that love. I see birds in the woods here. I always think of my grandmother Mavis, And this little bird here on this Ace of Cups is that beautiful offer. So this is your advice. It says, bring love. Bring real, true, genuine, classy love to this situation. Whatever it is, it's represented by the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. We'll find out more. And you have this anxious insomniac in your life. Okay, and the future is an Ace of Wands. This is represented by a little industrious spider. Aces are beginnings, wands are creativity, passion. I always associate this with the arts. And the spider, who in this deck is often represented against these buildings, which to me represent the old world in this deck. And she's building her web, a new beginning, represented also by these white lilies here. These night blooming lilies. So the future is a new, passionate start. Okay, let's find out more about what's going on here. So remembering that our underlying oracle card here is about creation, and we have these architectural drawings, and so we see this future of building a new beginning. And you have the truth. So we're going to look back a little bit at your recent past, at this Six of Pentacles with the water buffalo. The water buffalo looks a little bit worried. I see a little bit of the whites of her eyes. It makes me think that she's wondering about this little bird on her head, even though it seems like a very normal, symbiotic kind of relationship between the bird and the water buffalo. And I also see this one of the pentacles down here on the bottom. There's a little tick, actually. I want to say it's a tick. That makes me nervous about, Lyme's disease. But again, it's sort of we're thinking here about symbiotic relationships, charitable relationships. And for a tick that lives on a water buffalo, probably quite normally, living off the blood of the water buffalo. Yeah. Okay, let's find out more in this from the Light Seers deck here. So, Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Cups. This is a cup of having decisions. This is your recent past. You had some decisions. They are sometimes illusions. Some of them are good choices. Some of them are bad choices. I always see in this particular version of the Seven of Cups that he has chosen. He has chosen that particular cup. He's put his finger on it. And these little ladders here, they always make me think of ancient Puebloan people that live here in the caves or canyons, like Canyon de Chelly. You could go look at that still here in Arizona. Okay, what else do we have? An ending here, a Ten of Swords, walking away from a betrayal, a heartache, and the new day coming on here, kind of getting over a broken heart. And the Two of Cups, so a new beginning as well. So broken heart and a new beginning. Huh. Yeah. Almost feel like there was a new beginning and you got your heart broken. Or you chose heartbreak in this Two of Cups. Seemingly reciprocal relationship, but maybe one a little bit, the illusion was reciprocity and what came was a heartache. That's just one possible way to interpret that. Take it or leave it. But either you started a new thing, or you ended this seemingly really beautiful, equal, mutual relationship. A soul connection ended. And then kind of trying to figure out what the next choice will be. Presently, you're in the Queen of Pentacles. This is wonderful. The Sun. So the Queen of Pentacles, right? She knows her worth. She has all that she needs. She lives in luxury and wealth and abundance and security. And this doesn't have to be that you're rich. It can be that you are extremely grateful. And here you are. Here it is also a situation with the Sun. This is your friend. This is a person in your life, the Nine of Swords, right? So they're in your life right now. There's a contrast between how you feel and how the person in your life feels. They're anxious. You're, in the Sun. You are in the Queen of Pentacles. And there is a kind of feeling of being trapped here as well. This is an illusion. So we're getting a sense now that you're in a relationship with a person who's very anxious and very worried, and that you feel what I would say is you feel an obligation to this person. You felt like they were your soulmate, but they are, and you chose them, and you're committed to them, but they're just this heartache waiting to happen. They're very much up in their head. They're very anxious. And you, because they're in this very different energy from you, you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're in the Sun. You tend to be this up, positive person. And your person in your life is worried, anxious, negative, and it feels like you're trapped in it. I'm sorry. The Eight of Swords is a place you can leave. It's just a perspective shift. But yeah, I see some challenges. So underlying energy is the King of Cups. Let's find out more about this. Remember, it is this whale lifting up out of the sea with his cup under a starry night sky. Okay, there is the Five of Swords underlying energy with the King of Cups. So this is always about I won, but I didn't win in the right way. So there may be some regret or remorse, or perhaps you're feeling on the other side of that. But there's some kind of struggle with the means by which you got where you are here, or the person in your life did. That could be why they're worrying. Let's look more. Okay, beautiful. We have the Empress. This is, again, bringing up for me your caretaker tendency for this anxious person in the Five of Swords. I very much see these swords as the energy of your person, because this is the card that comes up for your person. I see you in a relationship that began in the recent past that is, it looked like this. It looked like a Two of Cups. It's feeling like you're this amazing Queen of Pentacles, this Empress. You're in the Sun. You have a lot to offer, and you're very nurturing of this person who is just really suffering. And it could be the other way, that you're the one suffering. But I feel like the person I'm talking to is a big giving, loving, deep-hearted Pisces who has a dear one who is struggling maybe even with mental illness. And as a result of this sort of, this is the Nine of Wands. This is, I have struggled. I am come through this struggle. I am determined, but I'm exhausted. I'm having to be brave in my life here. Okay. So let's find out more about you. Let's find out about you. Are here is this beautiful Ace of Swords coming out of this. It's like a morning glory. It's a desert blooming flower. I wonder if the book tells us. I really want to know what that flower is in this deck, because it's quite often here. So let's see. Maybe it's in the Ace of Swords description. So this is you. Life is going to throw you a curveball. When the Ace of Swords energy is present, you will have the clarity to see an obstacle forming. You will know that you will need to plan for a challenge. I'd say you're represented by this card. You're conscious of the challenge that you're dealing with. It has to do with this relationship with this person that you love dearly, who you feel committed to, that you're nurturing and caretaking, and you're having to face the fact of their either mental illness or their depression, their dark view of things, being in contradiction to your sunny, abundant gratitude that you bring. Let's see. It doesn't say anything about the flower. Let's see. It has, when the Ace of Swords appears, your situation will benefit from a little honesty. So you are represented by this. You are able to be honest. It may not be easy, but you will find those who can support your cause. That's my dog drinking from the water bowl. The Ace of Swords brings one warning. Be careful of illusions that may mask themselves as answers, as they may cloud your vision. Here it talks about the bats, and the bat's superpower of being able to intuit. We can see the sword has the mark of victory there, the laurels. There's bats flying up out of that, using their radar sense. And the recent science has even told us that bats can predict the future when it comes to their hunting, and that one bat will go out and telepathically tell the bat that's home where the food is. Check my work there, but some new, very fascinating science on bats. So here you are, the honest truth bringer, a new truth. Yeah, I'm not surprised that you get this card. So the devil is coming up as a part of you. This is a card of addiction, of codependence, a person who is struggling with their sense of self-worth. And this would be why you are involved with a person who is just not happy, and is that you're caretaking this person, because you have this devil. It's not bad. It's the vulnerability in us when we're in a codependent relationship, where we feel trapped, right? You feel, this is the trapped feeling of the Eight of Swords in your present. Even though you're this awesome Queen of Pentacles here, this is you in the present, you have the key, you're feeling trapped, and the devil is why. You are not the devil, you're just struggling. You intuitively know this. You have the High Priestess here as well. She's connecting. This is your psychic powers, Pisces. She is intuitively aware, right? This is how you are connecting to the truth. You are connecting to the higher energetic power that this will empower you to lift up out of this devil energy, this codependent side of you, to know your worth here, like the Queen of Pentacles, to go into the sun, right? I see connecting up into the energetically connecting this big golden light. Here, the High Priestess is her head chakra, crown chakra, is open and receiving the information. That's why you have and are represented by the Ace of Swords. And so we get the third card for you is Justice. This is about karma. This is about people, people get what they deserve, and it's not up to us. It's the universe. And you may feel, because you're in this codependent relationship, you may be feeling that, you're going to have to do something hard here. That you're going to be hurting somebody with that sword, right? She's got the sword. And if you break up with this person, or if you set some kind of boundary with this person, I think this card here in the hidden energies, this is, there's some bad motives going on here. This is why they're worrying. Yeah, I'm concerned about this swordsy person in your life. So I want you to be careful and take care of yourself and get out of that devil and face the truth. Use your bat powers to intuit, like the high priestess. And karma is not yours to bring. It will be brought. With or without you, justice will be served. And if your side of the street is clean, you don't have to worry. And it's this person in your life who, they can't love you because they're so up here, right? So let's look at this person a little bit more. Maybe I'm wrong. People are complicated, and the states that people are in can be temporary. And I get the feeling that you really love for this person in a kind of maternal, nurturing way, which is present in this card as well. It's actually my dad being a Pisces. I'm thinking of another Pisces that I don't know very well, but this is your nature. If you watch this, there is a maternal, nurturing tendency to give too much in both of you. It's a very noble tendency. And in my dad's case, addiction is an issue. And I think that serves a purpose of kind of numbing out from that big, giant, sensitive heart. That feeling everything like the high priestess, that knowing the truth. So drinking and drugs, this can be a strategy that you use to bring yourself down from this intense feeling for others or this other. Okay, this 9 of Swords. This person is also in a 4 of Swords. They're healing. They're able to heal their own heart. This may be a part of why your heart goes out to them, because you can see that they're wounded and they are healing. They also are represented here by the Hierophant. This could be, it represents institutions. It can represent institutions of marriage. This could be you're married to this person. They also might have institutional power. So this could be someone at work, or the place that you work is full of swords. It's a treacherous relationship that you're extremely loyal in. And the fact that your person or the people around you are represented here by this institutional power, this Hierophant, he's looks like he's healing in the other cards, but he's also he's got the way out and up out of the situation. He's sitting there grounded. He's laughing. So there may be that the reason we can stay with somebody who's very negative and anxious and depressed. There's also the days where they're just so much fun and such a joy, and they take you up out of boring old everyday life. And, that's why we stay with these kind of people. And then the third card clarifying this person, regret, kind of looking in the past, looking at what's lost, not able to see the love that you bring right there behind her. It's a beautiful cup full of light. She's focused on all of the stuff that she's lost. This person is maybe even bipolar, between that laughing Hierophant and this 4 of Swords and this 5 of Cups. Sorry, I just have a very strong protective feeling towards you, Pisces, in this relationship that you're in. I see that you're just such a beautiful, good human being. You're honest and generous and, this gorgeous empress maternal tendency that you have to care for, and that you're suffering in it. And I feel like this person or these people or this institution that you feel loyal to, it doesn't really, I want to protect you from it. So that's what's coming up for me in this reading. It's my codependent. It's my devil energy. I know the devil of codependence quite well, and of addiction. Okay, wow, it's just a trip to do tarot. Okay, your advice is the Knight of Cups. This is a heart-based, this is a heart advice. The advice of the heart. There's that cup, that Ace of Cups, and I see this swan spreading her wings, or his wings, before that big moon. So perhaps here, the knights are quite often in tarot represented riding horses. Riding away is one way that you can ride on a horse. So obviously I want you to leave this person in this situation. Any friend that sees you in this situation wants you to go. Okay, so let's see what the cards want, because we're listening to the cards, not me. Knight of Cups. The advice is, we get the Four of Wands. This is a true friendship. This is this is what it should look like when you're in love, or when with someone that you give your life to. It should be, I get to be myself. We're having a great time. We've got a tent. Everything is above surface. There's no hidden, secretive stuff. There's no Five of Swords energy. There's no devil relation. There's no devil in this relationship. This is true friends. This is true love. This is a true soul connection. It's stable. It's equal. It's mutual. Wow. You have strength as well. So this is rising to your highest self. Your lion nature is tamed so that you can hang with this cute little lamb without eating it up. This is the strength to ascend to your highest self. All of these, the Knight of Cups, the Four of Wands, strength, these are really bringing you to your heart and to your higher self as you make a decision. Although there's no decision here. There's no twos. It's just the Two of Cups in the past where you decided to be with this person. Right now we have the Knight of Cups that says, get on your wings. It's time to go. There is, this is what true love looks like. It's a Four of Wands, and it will take strength. The Devil, this is the low vibe. This is saying, go to the high. High vibe here. The Devil, codependence, it feels like loyalty. It feels honorable to stay sometimes with a bad situation, but in this case, no. And here's the truth bringer himself. Know the truth, right? You are the Ace of Swords. This is in your advice. The King of Swords. Live by the truth here. Be as wise as these owls, as intuitive as the bats as well that are flying around you as the Ace of Swords. This is about facing the truth. This guy he's a deep guy, the King of Swords. He knows, he sees, he's intellectual, he is practical, not in a pentacles way, in that he is able to face the truth, what you intuitively know with your High Priestess mind. And there is, in your future, a new passionate beginning. Like this little spider with her Ace of Wands, building a new world here in the future. Okay, a little bit more about your future according to the cards. I've been in this relationship. Okay, it's over. In the future, you've completed the cycle. You have learned what you need to learn, and it's over. Secondly, you're the magician, the manifestation. This card in the future shows you building that new world, envisioning and manifesting it. You also might be careful about manipulation here. Sometimes the magician is about a manipulative person. I feel like this person in your life is regretful, up in their head, depressed. They're hurting you. But I don't see them as manipulative. It just maybe in that they know how to work that devil in you. They know how to get you hooked through your codependence. So I like to think of this Ace of Wands, this new beginning, and you manifesting. And you know, the magician has all of the tools. So that's how I want to read this here. I want to see you using all the tools, the pentacles, the wands, the cups, and the swords, the feelings, the passion, the truth, and the material abundance to make this new world, right? To make this new start represented here for the future. And finally, we get the Six of Cups. So this is nostalgia. It is sometimes about inner child stuff. It's sometimes about soulmate stuff. So this is in your future getting to reflect back on the past. To me, this is a card always about what I do when the devil comes up. I go heal my inner child. And so the Six of Cups here shows me you finished the cycle, you're having a new start, you're manifesting the next vision for yourself. And yeah, you are feeling your way through and healing your way through with the Six of Cups. There you are again, manifesting here on the bottom of the deck. Two of Wands. Seeing that new life, building it in your mind. You're the magician. You have the world, and yeah, you're looking back in the future. And when you look back, once you've got through all of the pain, you are able to remember what was beautiful. Oh, the beginning, the sweet beginning here. The little boy and the dog, right? And that's a person who is saying goodbye to that beloved pet. That, you know, because humans outlive their pets, and that old golden lab. Yeah, that's funny because I can see the cup. It's sad, actually. I can see that cup there, and when a dog gets ready to go, they stop eating, and that's what I think of there with that. So I see loss from the very beginning here, that Ten of Swords in this story. And, you know, take or leave. I might have just flipped off of this reading because I've lived through this story. I have lived through it quite recently of just letting go of a really compelling, wonderful person who was also very hard to be with because she was so much in her head, so much fearful, and saw the world through a negative lens, and really was not capable of loving me back. And, you know, I can think of more than one relationship like that. So remember, just do all the little steps to build this new world. It is coming. You know, and your advice is this beautiful advice of the Knight of Cups. You know, spread your wings, come from love. There's an Ace of Cups there that you have to offer. You have a beautiful heart. You're such the Empress, the Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess. You're on the right side of justice, I sense. You're being offered a Four of Wands reminder. This is what love looks like. You have the strength, and you are also the King of Wands here. You can face this truth, and you can live by it. And then you'll build a new life, and you'll heal from it. That is the story I have to tell you today, my dear Pisces, and I hope it helps you.